Today we are going to discuss about the kinematics of robo. Actually, the kinematics is the science of geometry in motion. It is restricted purely to the description of the position and orientation of the robot, particularly the end effector. Okay, the end effector means the end of form EOA. That day itself I inform you. End of form. So the position and orientation of the end of form, along with their time derivatives. What are all time derivatives? Time derivatives of position are velocity, acceleration, and the kinematics. Okay. So the position, orientation of the end of form or end effector, we are going to describe with the mathematical relations, mathematical derivations. You can ask me, what is the use of analyzing or describing the position and orientation of the end effector? So end of form tooling. So it is a very good question, because suppose the presently the end effector is at this position, say P1. This position is P1. So when we move, if you want to move the end effector position to another point, say this is the another position. This is the P1. This is P2. So assume there is a pick and place robo involved in the industry. So when the robot picks an object from moving from P1 to P2. So how to program it? By knowing the mathematical relation only, we can able to program. So the position of the end effector or end of form tooling is described by X. If it is in two-dimensional, that is two-dimensional means planar. Okay, only X and Y coordinates, planar. Three-dimensional means X, Y, Z. So presently we are going to discuss the position and orientation of the end effector description in two-dimensional. Two-dimensional means planar robo. Say RR. RR means 2 degree of freedom robo. So 2 degree of freedom robo in a X and Y coordinates. X and Y coordinates. Then 3 degree of freedom robo. So R. So 3 rotations. Either it may be the joints are rotational or the joints are prismatic. Prismatic joints means linear motion. So linear movement joint is called prismatic joint. When the angular movement joint, if there is a angular movement joint, the angular movement joints are simply the angular joints. So prismatic joints are linear in motion, like a piston and cylinder. So for linear motion, the robo actuators employ with prismatic, that is cylinder, piston and cylinder actuator. Okay. So today we are going to discuss about the kinematics, the various kinematics of the robo, and the robo kinematics, and only for planar robo. We are going to analyze, we are going to determine the mathematical description for forward kinematics and reverse kinematics. So last class itself I explained about the forward kinematics. Forward kinematics, let us see with the pictorial representation. So there are 2 kinematics, forward kinematics and reverse kinematics. So 2 kinematics can be obtained by 2 different methods. One method is geometrical approach. Another method is algebraic approach. So we can analyze both forward and kinematic analysis by means of 2 different methods. One is geometric method and one is algebraic approach. Let's see what is So this is a forward kinematics. Okay, forward kinematics. So what is forward kinematics? Actually, basically, the robo arm has two parameters. One is constant parameter, then two parameters are variable parameters. So the constant parameters called, say, link parameter. So if link parameters say a link, there are n link. If consider a robo arm with n link, then L1, L2, etc. Ln. There are n links. So another is angular. So joint angles. Say joint angles. Joint angles. Say theta 1, theta 2, theta 3, etc. theta n. So these two are acting as inputs. Okay, input to the kinematic system. So inputs. So two inputs. What are the two inputs? Link parameters L1, L2, L3, and joint angles theta 1, theta 2, theta 3. So these joint angles are called, okay, so system, this is called joint parameters. Okay, joint space. So these are all called joint space. Joint space. Being link parameters constant, when joint angles are given, these joint angles, suppose if you write a program, we have to specify the joint angles. So using the joint angles, we can reach the global position of the L vector. So if the joint space is given, then the output should be the position and orientation. Position and orientation. So position and orientation. The position and orientation is nothing but XY for two planar robo. If it is three-dimensional, that is the three-dimensional robo, we have to give X, Y, Z. Say this is for planar robo. Okay, planar. So XY for planar robo. Clear? Then X, Y, Z. These three parameters, with three axis required, this called global. Both, this is for 2-degree planar. This is for 3-degree, 3-dimensional. Okay, not 3 degree of freedom, 3-dimensional. So the entire thing is called world space coordinate. World space coordinate. So the joint angles which inside the frame is called joint space, are local parameter, local coordinates. So these joint space are called local parameters. So the world space is the end of arm position. So if link parameters are given, joint angles are given, when we get the output, when we estimate the output as a position and orientation, this kinematics called forward kinematics. Okay, let's see, let's write forward kinematics. Then next is suppose say this is reverse kinematics. Okay, this is reverse kinematics. Reverse kinematics. So in this reverse kinematics, the link parameters constant. Link parameters. Okay, link parameters. What are the link parameters? L1, L2. There are n links L1, L2, etc. Ln. Okay, link parameters given. Then the global parameter, the position orientation. Say the world space parameters given position, and orientation. Say X, Y, Z. X, Y alone for planar robo, X, Y, Z for 3-dimensional robo. So planar robo is representation of the robo frame in the 2-dimensional X and Y. Okay. So these two are inputs. So what are the inputs here? Link parameter and the world space parameter. So this called world space. So this is output, which is the output for reverse kinematics or inverse kinematics. This is also called inverse kinematics. So here we have to estimate the joint angles. Say θ1, θ2, etc. θn. So being the link parameter constant also given, then position and orientation, that is world space parameters X and Y given. If you want to describe the joint angles, the value of joint angle, then this kinematic is called inverse kinematics or reverse kinematics. Okay, inverse kinematics. Clear? So let's see with some example. So this is a 2 degree of freedom. 2 degree of freedom. 2-dimensional robo. 2-dimensional robo, that is planar robo. Say this is x-axis. This is x-axis. This is y-axis. So the x and y are global axis. Global are worlds. This is a global axis. This is the end effector. So this is the end effector. Or hereafter I say end of arm. End effector. End of arm. So end effector. So this point. So this point is the position of the end of arm, or say end effector. End effector. End effector. Say there are 2 links. So each joint has neighbor 2 links. Each link has 2 joints. This is a observation here. Say this is link L1. This is the link of one arm. Say this is another arm, link L2. Okay. So this is joint 1. This is joint 1. This is joint 2. This is the point, end point P. That is the end effector point P. It is represented by the world space coordinate X and Y. World space coordinate X and Y. So here, this point, say, so from this point to this position, this position is X. Similarly, between this position and this position, so this position, this value is Y. Let us consider the present. This P is at a fixed position now. There is no rotation, there is no geometry movement, nothing happened. We are just analyzing the robo arm statically, being it is a static position. The static position of the end effector P is x comma y. So it is in the two-dimensional frame. Okay. So I am going to consider the present this first joint angle is, say, considering theta 1. The second joint angle is theta 2. Okay. So this is with respect to this, this is theta 2. Okay. So theta 1 and theta 2 are the two joint angles of ROBO. So see, each joint, say this joint is connected with two links L1. Say you can also have this initial link, it is L0. We can consider or may not consider. We may consider or may not consider. This joint 2 has two links, neighboring two links. So each joint has two links. Each link has two joints. Say L1 has two neighboring joints, J1 and J2. Okay. So we are going to determine the x and y parameter from the given theta 1 and theta 2. Okay, we are going to determine x and y parameters from the L1, L2 and theta 1, theta. That is called forward kinematics. So I am going to split this into another parameters. So from this joint to this end, this second joint up to this second joint is, I am taking it as x1. Then from this position to this position, okay. So for this triangle, say I am considering this triangle. So this position is x2. It is from here to here is x2. Similarly, I am splitting the y-axis, the entire y-axis into two. This is, say, from this position is y1, this position is y2. Okay. So in this triangle, say this point is O, this is A, this is P, O, A, P. So P, this is B. Okay, this is B. You can consider this C. Clear? So C, you can take it as D. So in the first consider in this triangle OAD, in the triangle OAD, what is x1? What is x1? So x1 and y1. Then similarly x2 and y2. X is nothing but this is x2. This is x. So x is nothing but x1 plus x2. Y similarly, y is nothing but y1 plus y2. So in this triangle, you take theta 1. This is theta 1. So what is x1? What is x1? X1 is the adjacent side of this triangle. So opposite is this is y1. Okay. So this is hypotenuse. Adjacent by hypotenuse. What is the angle? Adjacent by hypotenuse. So x1 equal to L1 cos theta 1. So similarly, y1 equal to L1 opposite side sin theta 1. Similarly, in this triangle APB. AP, this point is PB in this triangle. What is x2? X2 is actually this in this triangle. What is the angle described in the joint 2? Angle described in the joint 2. Anybody? So this is with respect to the x-axis. this actually the simultaneous triangles. If this is theta 1, this also theta 1. Okay, so in triangle APB, we can write the equation x2 equal to the total triangle is theta 1 plus theta 2. So L1, L2 cos of theta 1 plus theta 2. Similarly, y2 equal to L2 into sine of theta 1 plus theta 2. Clear? Understand or not? So from this relation, we can write x value and y value. Those values are called forward kinematic equation. Forward kinematic equation. So finally, x equal to, we are getting L1 cos theta 1 plus L2 cos theta 1 plus theta 2. Then because the L1 cos theta 1 is x1, this is x2. So similarly, y equal to L1 sin theta 1 plus L2 sin theta 1 plus theta 2. So these equations are called forward kinematic solution. Forward kinematic solution. This is forward kinematic solutions or equations. Solution or equations. Okay. Reverse kinematics. Next is a reverse or inverse kinematics. Reverse kinematics solution. Kinematic solution for 2 degree of freedom, 2-dimensional robot. Reverse kinematics. Okay. So how to obtain theta 1 and theta 2 from the given values? What are the parameters given? So given L1 and L2. So link parameters. Then theta 1, x and y. X and y. So x and y. So if x and y and the L1, L2 are given, we have to get the solution for the position of the joint 1 and joint 2. That is theta 1 and theta 2. How to find it? So given is x and y. What is x? We have already we determined the solution for x. What is x? L1 cos theta 1 plus L2 cos theta 1 plus theta 2. Okay, theta 1 and theta 2. So y is given. Y is already we determined by forward kinematics. L1 sin theta 1 plus L2 sin theta 1 plus theta 2. Okay, so from these relations, L1 and L2 are constant. We have to determine only. So what is the question? Determine theta 1 and theta 2. Theta 1 and theta 2. So to determine theta 1 and theta 2, say this equation number 1, this equation number 2, squaring the equations. Okay, squaring both equations. So both squaring 1 and 2. Okay, and add squaring and addition. What is squaring and addition? In the left hand side, say x square plus y square. The left hand side, squaring and addition. Similarly, in the right hand side, we can square the entire thing. So L1 cos theta 1 square, L2 cos theta 1 square. So please find out and give me the solution. Please do it. Equal to, so here A plus B, this is, you consider, this is A. This is B. Say this is C. This part is D. So A plus B whole square plus C plus D whole square. First solve A plus B whole square. So A plus B whole square equal to A square plus B square plus 2AB. A square plus B square plus 2AB. What we are getting? See, L1 square cos square theta 1 plus L2 square cos square theta 1 plus theta 2 plus 2 L1 L2 cos theta 1 into cos theta 1 plus theta 2. Okay, so plus cos theta 1 and theta 2. Clear? Then C plus D whole square. C plus D whole square. What you are getting? L1 square sin square theta 1 plus L2 square sin square theta 1 plus theta 2 plus 2 L1 L2 sin theta 1 into sin theta 1 plus theta 2. Now just add these two. When we add these two, what you are getting? L1 square bracket of cos theta 1 square and cos theta 2 square. So addition of cos square theta plus sin square theta become 1. So this become 1. Okay, these two, addition of these two become 1. So what is remaining? L1 square plus, similarly, cos square theta 1 plus theta 2, sin square theta 1 plus theta 2, addition these two become 1. So here only L2 square, we are getting only L2 square plus, you take as a common parameters 2 of 2 L1 L2 common, sorry, L1 L2 common. What is put in bracket? What is remaining here? Cos theta 1 into cos theta 1 plus theta 2 plus sin theta 1 into sin theta 1 plus sin theta 2. So in the left hand side of the equation, x square plus y square equal to, in the right hand side solution is L1 square plus L2 square plus 2 L1 L2 of, what is there? Cos theta 1 into cos theta 1 plus theta 2 plus sin theta 1 into sin theta 1 plus theta 2. So what is the, how do you write this simply? Cos A, you remember this relation, cos A minus B equal to cos A into cos B plus Sin A into sin B. This is cos of A minus B, trigonometric solution. The trigonometric solution of cos of A minus B equal to cos of A into cos B. Here A, you can consider cos theta 1 plus this you can consider, say, this parameter we can consider A, this theta 1 consider B, because subtraction, okay? For subtraction, we can place, or either way you can do it, because cos of minus theta is cos theta only, okay? Because it's a even parameter, you can take either way, cos theta 1 as a theta 1 plus theta 2 as a B. Either way you can take, no problem, okay? So there won't be any mistake occur, okay? So what happened? So resulting solution is x square plus y square. These two are given parameters. Link L1 square, L1 is given, L2 is given, plus 2L1, L2. This also given, bracket, cos of A, say theta 1 is A, theta 1 plus theta 1 B. So cos of theta 1 minus of B, theta 1 plus theta 2. What you are getting? So cos theta 1, if you remove the bracket, cos theta 1 minus theta 1 cancel. So these two cancel. We are getting minus cos theta 1. So my cos of minus theta 2 equal to cos theta 2 only. Cos theta 2, right? So finally, we are getting x square plus y square equal to L1 square plus L2 square plus 2L1 L2 cos theta 2. So from this relation, we can estimate cos theta 2 or theta 2 value. What is cos theta 2? Cos theta 2 equal to, you keep x square and y square, that's left hand side, keep in that side, you bring it to right, or you bring it to right hand side, x square plus y square minus of L1 square minus of L2 square. So the 2L1 L2 will be going to other side in the denominator, in the division, 2L1 L2. So this, so what is theta 2? The joint angle 2, the second joint angle can be easily determined from this solution. So theta 2 equal to cos inverse of this expression, okay? X square plus y square minus L1 square minus L2 square divided by, whole thing divided by 2L1 L2. Am I right? So this equation number 3. Equation number 3. So one solution we obtained, that is joint angle 2, second joint angle. So next is how to determine joint angle 1. Being determined theta 2 value, the instead of cos theta 2, so this can be, you take this equation number 3, this equation number 4. Okay. Understand? Next we see how to obtain the reverse kinematic equations, reverse kinematic solutions for double R robo, that is 2 degree of freedom planar robo. Clear? So there is a very simple solution. Using the geometrical approach, we can able to find the value of theta 1 and theta 2 using the linked lengths L1, L2 and the world space coordinates x and y. Okay, let's see the simple method of getting the reverse kinematic solution. So using our basic geometric equations, we can able to determine the values for theta 1 and theta 2. Clear? Theta 1 and theta 2. So this is an alternate solution, also simple solution. Say, first we describe the various parameters in the double R robo. This is global Y. This is global X. We already discussed. See, this is the angle theta 1. This is the angle theta 2. Clear? So this is the end effector P, point P, end effector. That is, this is end effector or end of form. End of form. Say this is the point P. So P is nothing but X and Y. In forward kinematics, we determine the values of X and Y. But in the reverse kinematics, in the inverse kinematics, this is inverse kinematic solution for RR planar robo. Planar robo. Okay, what we are going to do here is we are going to first determine theta 2. For that, what we do is I am going to make a triangle. See, I'm going to make a triangle. Say this is O, P, then I'm going to make a triangle. Okay. So in which so this is say I am considering this angle as alpha. This angle alpha, this hypotenuse. Consider OP. Sorry, this is not well drawing. So OP is side M. So considering OP, say this point is A. So here we consider OAP or OPA. This is a triangle. Okay. So I am going to apply the cosine rule. Okay. I am going to apply the cosine rule in the triangle OPA. In the triangle OPA or OAP. OAP. In the triangle OPA or OAP, I am going to apply the cosine rule. You know what is cosine rule? Cosine rule. It was studied even in 9th, 10th standard syllabus. So if we have consider a triangle of three sides, say this side is A, this side is B, this side is C, whose angles, opposite angles to this side is small a. The angle opposite to B side is consider small b. The angle opposite to C side C is small c. Okay. So if you consider A, B, C or sides of the triangle, small a, small b, small c, the angles of the triangle, then the A square, okay, side A square equal to, this side A square equal to B square plus C square minus 2BC cos small a, opposite angle of the side. So this is the relation. Suppose if we consider B here, B square equal to A square plus C square minus 2AC of the opposite angle is small b. So 2AC cos B. This is the cosine rule. Okay, cosine rule. I am using this cosine rule for this triangle OPA. OPA. From this triangle, what is M? If we consider M square equal to, so what is M square? This is M square, right? M square equal to the other sides are, this is linked length L1, this is linked length L2. The three sides M, L1, L2 are the three sides of the triangle. This angle I am considering, say this angle is theta. I am taking this angle, okay, no problem. So what is M square? M square equal to L1 square plus L2 square. The other two sides we have to square minus 2 L1 L2 the alpha, cos alpha. Am I right? Cos alpha. Okay. So M square equal to L1 square plus L2 square minus 2 cos say alpha. Clear? Then this is the relation for what is alpha? What is alpha from this relation? What is alpha? So this alpha is nothing but pi minus theta. So this is 180 degree. Pi minus theta will give alpha value. Am I right? So alpha equal to, sorry, yes, alpha equal to pi minus theta 2. So if you apply cosine angle for this, cos alpha equal to cos of pi minus theta 2. Clear? Cos alpha equal to cos of pi minus theta 2. So what do you get? So cos alpha equal to pi minus 180 minus, it is in the second quadrant. So minus cos theta 2. It's the second quadrant, sign is positive. So minus cos theta 2. So cos alpha equal to minus cos theta 2. You substitute this in the relation. Okay, so what do you get? M square equal to L1 square plus L2 square plus 2, sorry, I missed here the parameter L1 and L2, sorry. So 2 L1 L2 cos theta 2. So from this relation, what is M square? What is M square here? So see here, if you consider this as a whole triangle, you see, sorry, so straight angle. So this is actually this point at this juncture. What is this? This is y. So this length is x. So what is M square? M square equal to the M square equal to, as Pythagoras theory, x square plus y square. Am I right? So x square plus y square. So instead of here m we can put x square plus y square using Pythagoras theory. So this equal to L1 square plus L2 square plus 2 L1 L2 cos theta 2. So from this relation, what is cos theta 2? Cos theta 2 equal to x square plus y square minus L1 square minus L2 square, whole thing divided by 2 L1 L2. Am I right? This is the first joint angle solution. Okay, first joint angle solution. Cos theta 2. Next, how to determine the angle theta 1? Okay, we are going to determine the angle theta 1. For that, let us form a triangle. Okay, let us form a right angle triangle from this. Okay. Sorry. Say X, say this is Y, global, X and Y. This is P. Okay, this is O. Say this is A. This is A. Say this point is B. Okay, this angle is theta 1. This angle is theta 2. Okay, I am making this as a right angle triangle. Right angle triangle. So this is the link length L1. This is link length L2. Am I right? So according to this, I'm putting this as beta. So this angle as beta. So I'm making a right angle triangle here. So that this, what is this? This link length L2. So what is this side? This theta. So this side value is L2 cos theta 2. This side value is L2 sine theta 2. Am I right? So this side value is L2 sine theta 2. So what is tan beta? So this is L1. This is L1. This is L2 cos theta. So what is tan theta? Tan theta of the, consider this right angle triangle. So in this right angle triangle, okay, O, B, P, O, B, P. In this right angle triangle, this angle is beta. Okay. So what is tan beta? Tan beta equal to tan beta. Also, I consider the entire angle is gamma. So entire angle is gamma. So alpha, this already we discussed, this angle is alpha. This entire is beta. So this angle, entire angle is gamma, this angle is beta. So tan beta is opposite by PB by OB. Okay, PB by OB. So what is PB? PB is tan beta equal to tan beta equal to opposite L2 sine theta 2 divided by L1 plus L2 cos theta 2. Am I right? So now I consider another right angle triangle. Consider so this triangle where this is x, this is y, x and y. So here, what is tan gamma? Gamma. What is tan gamma? Tan gamma equal to, say this is x. So px divided by yx. So px, opposite side of gamma value is px divided by yx. Am I right? So px divided by yx. So what is gamma? Gamma is nothing but your gamma value is nothing but theta 1. Theta 1, this theta 1. We are going to determine theta 1. What is theta 1? Gamma minus beta. So beta value no, gamma value, right? So what is tan gamma? Tan gamma equal to y by x. Y by x. Now, what is theta 1? As we seen, theta 1 equal to gamma minus beta. Theta 1 equal to gamma minus beta. So, theta 1 equal to, what is gamma? Tan inverse of y by x minus tan inverse of L2 sin theta 2 divided by L1 plus L2 cos theta 2. Am I right? So if you apply tan on both sides, so we will be getting tan theta 1 equal to y by x minus L2 sin theta 2 divided by L1 plus L2 cos theta 2. Right. So if you take LCM here, you will be getting x of the denominator. Take LCM L1 plus L2 cos theta 2. The numerator y multiplied by L1 plus L2 cos theta 2 minus x L2 sin theta. Sorry, sin theta 2. Sin theta 2. So this is the solution for theta 1 kinematic inverse kinematic solution for. So if you know theta 2 value already determined from the previous relation, if you substitute theta 2 here in this expression, in both expression, knowing value of theta 2, substitute here and in the three places, we will be getting theta 1. So theta 1 equal to tan inverse of this value. Okay, tan inverse of this. This is the reverse kinematic solution for double R 2 degree of freedom. So bring it to this form. Sorry. Tan theta 1 equal to y into L1 plus L2. Any solution? Six months. What is 6 months? L1 plus L2 cos theta 2 minus x into L2 x into L2 sin theta 2 divided by, you can easily tell, cross multiplication x of x of L1 plus L2 cos theta 2 plus y of L2 sin theta 2. So this is your reverse kinematic solution for the two relations. So theta 1 is theta 1 equal to tan inverse of this value. So theta 2 equal to cos inverse of x square minus plus y square minus L1 square minus L2 square divided by 2L1. That's all. This is the reverse kinematic solution for 2 degree of freedom, 2-dimensional planar ROBO. Any doubt, please? Any doubt? Please bring the solution, this solution, please bring, so this value from this relation, from this relation. Very simple simplification, manipulation only. Please do it. Okay. Any doubt? Any doubt with this? Next is forward kinematic solution. Forward kinematic solution for 3 degree of freedom, 2-dimensional planar ROBO. Planar ROBO. Clear? So consider this is the 3 degree of freedom planar ROBO. So 3 degree of freedom planar ROBO. You see here there are 3 links in this ROBO. 3 links ROBO. What are the 3 links? So this is link 1, this is link 2, this link length L3, this is the point P, the world space coordinate X and Y, not Z. Okay, this is world space global parameter. This X and Y are called global parameters. Okay, this small X and Y are frame parameters, frame coordinates. This is a global parameter. X and Y are global parameter. Small x and y are called the frame. So this ROBO frame, body frame coordinates. Whereas this x and y, the capital letter x and y's are called global parameters. Okay. Sometimes say this x and y, say this has small x and y. Sometimes happens x equal to capital X. Similarly, y small y body frame called this also happens sometimes, right? In this case, 3 links are there: link 1, link 2, link 3. So the first joint angle, this is a rotational joint. So joint 1. This is another joint. The joint, this is a rotational joint. Joint 2. The third joint, this is joint 3. This is also rotational. All the 3 are rotational, not prismatic. Prismatic is this is your end effector. End effector or end of arm tooling. End of arm, not tooling. End effector. Okay, so what is our aim in the forward kinematics? We have to find the values of x and y from the given parameter. The first joint has an angle of θ1. The second joint has this joint has θ2. The third joint has an angle of θ3. So 3 joint with their fixed. This is static position, not dynamic. We are going to analyze the dynamic equations in the forthcoming lecture. This is a static position which has one fixed point, whose world coordinates are x and y. So link L1, L2, L3 are links. Theta 1, theta 2, theta 3 are joint angles. J1, J2, J3 are joints. So this is a three-dimensional room. So first, again, you split into three right angle triangles. Okay, three right angle triangles. Say consider this one triangle. Another triangle is right angle triangle for the second joint. Then you have a third triangle, right angle triangle for third joint. So can form three right angle triangle, three right angle triangle. So the first triangle, you name it as, this is origin O, this is A joint O2, B joint, P is the end effector. Then say C, D, E. So A, B, C, D, E. So now, what is this from the OE? OE is nothing but x1. ED, this position. ED, this is x2. Similarly, DC from this. So this distance is x3. Similarly, you devise in the vertical scenario, vertical side. This is y1, this is y2, this is y3. Okay. So what is the angle contributed by A, DB, theta 1 and theta 2. Theta 1 and theta 2. Addition of theta 1 and theta 2. What is the angle contributed by this right angle triangle? Theta 1 plus theta 2 plus theta 3. So together I am going to represent as a phi or psi. Phi. So phi is nothing but theta 1 plus theta 2 plus theta 3. Am I right? So please tell me the values for x, y, z. What is x? Sorry, x1. x1 equal to L1 cos theta 1. x2 L2 cos theta 1 plus theta 2. What is x3? L3 cos of all the angles, theta 1 plus theta 2 plus theta 3. Similarly, what is y1? y1 equal to, see, y1 is nothing but this length, this height is y1. So it is opposite side, opposite to the angle theta 1. So y1 is opposite, means L1 sine theta 1. y2 L2 sine theta 1 plus theta 2. Put in bracket. Okay. So what is, so this is y2. What is y3? y3 is L3, sorry, L3 sine. So y3 equal to L3 sine of theta 1 plus theta 2 plus theta 3. Okay. So now you can easily tell what is x. So x equal to x1 plus x2 plus x3, which is equal to L1 cos theta 1 plus L2 cos theta 1 plus theta 2 plus L3 cos phi. Simply I put phi. What is phi? Theta 1 plus theta 2 plus theta 3. Similarly, y equal to L1 sin theta 1 plus L2 sin theta 1 plus theta 2 plus L3 sin phi. So these two equations are called forward kinematic solution for 3 degree of freedom RR robo. 3 degree of freedom RR robo. So forward kinematic solution or equation. Okay. Similarly, you please find out the reverse kinematic solution. Reverse kinematic solution. How to determine reverse kinematic solution? From these two x and y, we have to determine the value of theta 1, theta 2 and theta 3. We have to find theta 1 and theta 2, theta 3. So for reverse kinematic solution, I consider only up to these two link, link 1 and say reverse kinematic solution. I consider up to this separate. Up to this, what is the equation? So I consider this position up to this is equal to x1 plus x2. That is x2. So this is x2. This position is x3. So this up to this is x3, right? So what is x3? x3 is x minus, okay, x2 minus of this, okay. So reverse kinematic or inverse, please do it, inverse kinematic solution for R robo, but 2 dimensional, not 2D. DOF means degree of freedom. So this is 3 degree of freedom. So 3 degree of freedom robo. So what is the solution? Please do it. I consider this x and y alone as a x3 equal to x1 minus x2. Clear? So what is the solution? Please find out. Do it from the values of x and y. What is x and y? X equal to x1 plus x2 plus x3, y equal to y1 plus y2 plus y3. Now I consider only these two links. So this angle is theta 1, this angle is theta 2, and this angle is theta 3. We have to find the solution for theta 1, theta 2, theta 3. We have to determine theta 1, theta 2, theta 3. So okay, this L1, L2, L3. We already have solution up to 2 dimensional, 2 degree of freedom robo. What is the inverse solution for 2 degree of freedom robo? So cos theta 2 equal to x square. You please go through. x square minus y square plus y square minus L1 square minus L2 square divided by 2L1 L2. Similarly, we found theta tan theta 1 also already determined. The y into L1 plus L2 cos theta 2 minus x into L2 sin theta 2, right? L2 sin theta divided by x into L1 plus L2 cos theta. Please go through. Okay, go back. You see, this is a forward kinematic solution. So x into L2 sin theta 2, x into L1 plus L2 sin theta. So up to the second joint, we have the solution. Okay, we have the solution. So for considering the to determine the reverse kinematic solution, we are going to consider up to this point. So up to this point, okay, up to this point as a solution. So what is x3? What is x3? You see here, what is x3? x3 equal to this x2 up to x2 we have, right? x2 minus L3 cos theta. This distance is L3 cos phi. L3 cos phi. Similarly, this distance is L3 sin phi. So we are considering up to this. So we divide the entire structure into two parts. One is up to this. So what you are getting? So x2, x3 equal to final solution. X3 equal to x2 x3 equal to x2 minus, or sorry, x2 plus x1 plus x2, right? That is x1 plus x2 plus L3. So this is L3 cos phi. So what is x2? So x2 equal to x3 minus L3 cos phi. Phi is nothing but L1 plus, sorry, theta 1 plus theta 2 plus theta 3. So similarly, what is y3? Y3 is y2 plus up to y2. Y2 is the position up to that second arm, second joint, up to the, sorry, third joint, up to third joint. The distance fourth joint is L3 sin phi. Clear? L3 sin phi. So please do it. Hereafter, the solution is simple. Our solution is very simple. You just do as we did for two-dimensional coordinates. So two-dimensional axis. So what you are getting? X2 equal to x2 equal to what is x2? x3 minus of x3 minus of L3 cos phi. L3 cos phi. Okay. So what is x2? L1 plus L1 cos theta 1 plus L2 cos theta 1 plus theta 2. This is the solution for x2. We already determined for the 2 degree of freedom robot. L1 sin theta 1 plus L2 sin theta 1 plus theta 2. This we already know, right? From that 2 degree of freedom robot. For this, what is the result? The result will be already this is for 2 degree of freedom robo. This already we determined in the relations, right? In the relation. So what is the, if you solve these two, what you are finally getting? We are finally getting the value. What is that? Cos theta 2 equal to, this is for 2 degree of freedom, right? Cos theta 2. Cos theta 2 equal to actually cos theta 2 equal to instead of x, we have to put x3, right? X3. X3 square plus y3 square minus x3 and y3 are these two relations. What is x3? x2 plus L3 cos phi. Actually, here I missed one thing. So y2 equal to y3 minus L3 sin phi. Okay, so the new here in this case y2 equal to y3 minus L3 sin phi, x2 equal to L3 cos phi, x3 minus L3 cos phi. So using these two relation, we can determine the final solution. Okay, so what is the final solution? The reverse kinematic cos theta 2 equal to x3 square minus plus y3 square minus L1 square plus L2 square divided by 2L1 L2 up to 2 degree of freedom. Please try to understand, up to this, even though it is 3 degree of freedom, we solve the solution, we find the solution for two angles. What is theta 1 and theta 2? We forget about this third link. Okay, you forget about third link. So third link is very simple. What is third link parameter? Third link parameters are x3 and y3. So you can easily have the values of x3 and y3. You forget about those things. So we first solve up to this, say L1, considering L1 and L2. We solve only L1 and L2. Using two links, 2 degree of freedom robo, considering x3, the x2 equal to x3 minus of L3 cos phi. Okay, our aim is to determine theta 1, theta 2, theta 3. First, we determine theta 1 and theta 2. So, how to determine theta 1 and theta 2? Using these two relations, x2, y2. Okay, up to x2, y2, you can easily determine using the parameters. So, cos theta 2 equal to, as usual, you can also use, x2 square, y2 square, x2 square. Previously, we simply put x square plus y square. But in this case, we have the x2 and y2. Using this value, you can substitute here. So x2 square plus y2 square minus L1 square. Sorry, here also minus L2 square, right? Then again, you use the relation for tan. Okay, what is tan? Tan theta 1. You can find tan theta 1 equal to y2 and x2. Instead of y and x, you can have y2 and x2. What is y2? L1 plus L2 cos theta 2. By knowing this theta 2, you substitute in this relation to get theta 1. L1 plus L2 cos theta 2 minus x2 into L2 sin theta 2 divided by x2 L1 plus L2 cos theta 2 plus y2 L2 sine theta 2. L2 sine theta. So from these two relation, we can able to determine theta 1 and theta 2. So by after determining and theta 1, theta 2, what is how to find theta 3? Actually, the universal solution. If you know theta 1 and theta 2, you can easily determine theta 3. So what is theta 3? Theta 3 is the resultant angle minus theta 1 plus theta 2. So the theta 3 can be easily determined from the end position, the final position, phi. So the phi can be determined from the x and y parameter. So phi, how to find phi? Very simple. This is the end position. Sorry. This is x. Sorry, global x or global y. This is the P. This is the total angle. Actually, our 3 degree of freedom robo 3 links finally reaches the end position. Okay. So here theta 1 at this stage theta 2, at this juncture theta 3. Okay. So the together this is the end effector, final end effector position. This end effector position is x and y. So obviously the x and y parameters will be given so as to find theta 1, theta 2, theta 3. That is called reverse kinematics. So theta 1, theta 2, theta 3 by using the x and y. So x is the base frame of end effector position x, the y. So what is the angle, that entire angle position of the end effector? This is phi. So what is phi? Tan phi equal to y by x. So phi, we can easily determine phi from the relation. So by knowing phi, by knowing theta 1 and theta 2, you can easily determine theta 3. So theta 3 equal to total angle minus theta 1 plus theta 2. This is reverse kinematic solution for 3 degree of freedom robo. This is very